people told me that it was just like being in kindergarten again. But in kindergarten, you were the little cute ones and everyone loved you and stuff. In year 7, everyone thinks you're annoying.
You're nervous, you're scared, you don't know where to go, you're lost. Everyone's so much bigger than you, you're tiny. You're used to being the boss of all the kindergartens and knowing where to go and showing them where to go, but then suddenly getting into the mindset where you're now that kindergartner and you need to ask where to go.
The best thing about peer support to me was being able to be settled into the school and having someone there to help you along the way.
Just having those year 11 students guiding us and being friendly to us, it really made us feel a lot more in place and accepted.
To me, the best thing about peer support was being with other children and sharing our problems and worries in high school.
You got lots of laughs as well as being working all the time with your new subjects.
I had someone to go to. I had friends in older years that have been there and done that. And I suppose that feeling of security around other people.
When I first started year 7, everything was really different from primary school and everything was really scary, but then I went through the process of peer support and my peer support leaders became really helpful and they really helped me to adapt to the school really easily. So I just thought, oh, maybe if I contributed, I might be able to help the year 7s in return.
Skills that peer support gives you, like leadership, responsibility, really essentially going into peer support, I was hoping to gain those skills, to meet new people as well, meet year 7s.
We learnt how to be happy and confident in front of the students and what to do if they're really nervous and how to deal with different students and to make them feel happy, we must be happy.
So normally it starts with a warm-up to get them into the mindset of being in a peer support activity. They're not in a class, they're now in a peer support environment where it's a little bit more intimate, so they need to acclimatise to that intimacy in the warm-up activity. And then we would usually follow that with a preliminary exercise that would often brainstorm how they consider a different feature of the lesson. So, for example, if we were doing trust or friendship, we would brainstorm what trust or friendship means to the kids.
In our peer support sessions when they were talking about and describing bullying, they told us the different ways like physical, emotional, mental and cyber, which they use. People try to bully you through text messages and emails and send nasty things about you and to other students and rumour spreading. And our peer support leaders basically told us that if this does happen, don't sit quietly and think that you're going to be, what people call a dobber.
School rules and what you must abide by to follow in the school and just things like if you need to seek help, who to go to, and just all the basic information you need to know to fit in with high school.
Kids, in general, I think feel much more confident when they talk to people that are around their age. With adults, they kind of want you to say something that you kind of try to say what you want them to hear or what they want to hear.
Being mixed up with other students you don't know, it just opens more connections to other people in the school.
They've already done everything and they know what it's like, and so you can ask them questions which you normally wouldn't ask a teacher.
And also the teachers have authority almost, and it's much easier. You feel more free to speak your mind and talk with another student.
One of the benefits is I feel like a stronger person. I feel like I can lead people but still be at their level.
Leadership skills which help me to perform in other tasks such as work outside of school.
Definitely responsibility is probably the most dominant that I've found, and just the responsibility of making your own choices and having an impact over other people through the choices that you've made.
Organisation is a key thing in life. If you don't have that, it's very hard to do things without getting fully stressed.
Interacting with the younger children and having cohesion, I thought that was a really positive experience.
I found the experience of being a peer support leader quite different to how I'd imagined. I empathised a bit more with the teachers.
Knowing that I don't have a lot of patience for little people and just developing that and understanding where they're coming from and putting yourself back into their mindset.
You gain life skills for yourself while becoming a role model for a group of younger people.
You're leaving the school knowing that you've done a good job if you've done your best, and that you're able to walk away knowing that those students will pass on what you've taught.
What I would say to people who want to get involved with this is, go for it. It's a really good experience. While also teaching, kids how to be confident in themselves, it's also teaching you.
Anyone in Year 10 who, even if they have lots of things on their plate, they can still be able to organise this into their timetable, because it's not much of an effort when you enjoy it, and you will.
If they didn't, they'd be missing out on a huge opportunity that, to develop life skills. Like, peer support is one of the best opportunities to develop skills that'll help you in the future.
Part of the peer support program is learning how to balance your studies and your extracurricular. So that is a skill that as a leader you can take away from the peer support process. But more valuable beyond that is in helping people, in interacting in that group environment, in the peer support program, you really develop some very good communication skills which you can take away and use for the rest of your life.